Chapter 2. These instant noodles were bought by Chris in a Dolly City shop called the supermarket. That day, he stumbled into the supermarket, awestruck, and spent 5 gold coins on its goods. Reuniting with his companions, he eagerly shared the tale. But their reactions were, "Chris, you got scammed again? Did you sneak to a tavern and blow all your money? A magic shop has goods for just 5 gold coins." Such scams weren't uncommon. Shady maids selling fake magical items, vanishing after payment. Chris had a history. Once buying premium beast meat that turned out to be red jerky. To prove himself, he returned, but the supermarket was gone. Chris, maybe he had fallen for a mage's prank. After taking a quest and leaving Dolly, they fought magical beasts daily, and the noodles were forgotten in his pack until now. Maybe we should try that, Chris suggested, eyeing their dry grilled meat. Everyone nodded. Chris cautiously opened the packet, tearing the serrated edge to reveal 5 small packs perfect for their group of 5. Inside were a crispy noodle cake, a powder sachet, and dried vegetables. That's it. He shook the pack, but nothing else emerged. Following the owner's instructions, he filled the pot with water, waited for it to boil, and tossed in the noodles. The golden noodle cake softened quickly, and as the water bubbled, a witty, oily aroma wafted out. Everyone swallowed hard. When the seasoning dissolved, a rich fragrance erupted, and they couldn't taste it still. What is that smell? How is it so fragrant? This is instant noodles. It smells better than main city restaurant food. Chris stirred the pot, swallowing repeatedly. He recalled the intoxicating aroma at the supermarket as dawn, which had erased all prior food memories. Yet now, the noodle scent made him forget that aroma. So domineering, it enveloped the senses, rendering other smells undetectable. Gurgle on growl, his stomach roared. Wait, not just his. Look him up. His companions clutched bowls, eyes gleaming, salivating at the pot. Hunger sounds came from all, exhausted from a day's fighting without food. Their empty stomachs had no defense against this scent. Chris, is it ready? I can't wait. Chris, despite their pleas, Chris stood firm. He remembered the owner's words, 5 minutes. Just wait 5 minutes. Damn, why was 5 minutes so long? The moment time was up. Not a second more. Golden noodles were ladled into bowls. Ignoring the scalding heat, they shoveled noodles into their mouths. The instant they tasted it, their eyes widened. What a divine flavor! Unlike any noodles they'd eaten, these were chewy yet silky, surely made from the finest flour. The broth, a fusion of countless spices, exploded on the tongue. Overwhelming, they couldn't savor it, devouring it greedily. When they came to, their bowls were empty, save for oil flakes and lingering flavors. Though boiled in plain water, they tasted beef magic. A grand mage must be enchanted it with flavor magic. Chris hadn't let Heidi found a magic shop. Chris, when we reach back in Dolly, I'll go with you to find that shop. Wait, Chris, what are you doing? A companion shouted. Others looked up to see Chris tossing their intended dinner beast meat into the pot, too fast to stop. They watched the meat bob in the broth, hearts aching. Chris, what are you doing? I wanted another bowl of broth. You ruined the noodle flavor. Chris was resolute. Noodles alone won't fill us. Maybe this make the beast meat tastier. They exchanged glances, hesitating. True, the noodles were delicious but not filling, even airy. Their smallest eater was only half full. Perhaps, smelling the aroma, they quietly hoped. Waiting, someone asked, Erin, you're a mage, can you do this kind of magic? Erin clenched her fists. Ivy sighed. No such magic exists. But I sensed no magical elements. She shouted. It is just plain delicious. What? No magic. No premium beast meat costing hundreds of gold coins per pound. How were these noodles so delicious? Soon, the beast meat was cooked. Normally dry, tough, and bitter. The meat soaked up the noodle broth. Its flavor enhanced. The bitterness masked. Even bad meat, processed with instant noodles, became tastier. No wonder it was instant noodles. Bowling hand. The result, back in Dolly, they defined that shop had been more. No, spent all their money on instant noodles. Afternoon, Jomly flipped the hourglass, appearing on Dolly as commercial street, but he sat at the deserted entrance. Perhaps magic shop's high prices were too ingrained. When his supermarket appeared, passers-by peeked curiously but fled at his glance. Since the first day, no other customers had come, scaring off another curious kid with a look. Jomly thought helplessly, maybe I should use my no literacy to make a sign, showing I am a cheap, convenient supermarket. How do you write supermarket in this world as script? Resent. He opened his book. Maybe he could print flyers and hire someone to distribute them. Did this world have such services? Would its residents accept us as industrial products? Israel's voice interrupted. It is here. Jomly looked up. Outside the glass door stood several people, including a familiar brown-haired, green-eyed man in armor. Chris, the first-day adventurer. Meeting his gaze, Chris didn't flee but strode in boldly, followed by companions dressed similarly, muscular, with gleaming weapons. Jomly as heart skipped. They weren't here to demand the 5 gold coins back, were they? He could explain. He stood hurriedly. Wait, boss. Chris slammed his hands on the counter, startling Jomly before he could react. Chris exclaimed, "More instant noodles, please." Jomly, blinking, he said, "Huh?" Chris' eyes shone with urgency. Cheeks flushed with joy. His companions mirrored his excitement. Those instant noodles were too delicious. Jomly, nothing added, just boiled. Yet such tasty noodles and broth, even bad beast meat tastes better in it. No magic, but more magical than magic itself. After tasting it, I've thought of its flavor day and night. I've never eaten anything so delicious. Not even the royal chefs could make such stunning food. Back in Dolly, we searched daily for your shop, and today you're finally here. Jomly was dumbfounded. Was this really the instant noodles he knew? But he quickly understood from his observations in Dolly. This world's cuisine was sparse. Bread was a staple, meat mostly beast meat, cooked crudely, stewed or grilled with scarce seasonings, relying on ingredients' natural flavors. Instant noodles, though nutritionally lacking an industrial, were shot to this world as taste buds. Even seasoned earthlings couldn't always resist instant noodles' allure at midnight. Chris stepped back, and a companion managing their fun stepped forward, placing a bulging sack of gold coins on the counter reverently. "This is all we have, but as much as it'll get. Please sell us more of those delicious instant noodles." The sack brimmed with gold, coins spilling from the open top, a few rolling free and spinning on the counter, settling before Jomly. Behind the coins, the hopeful, eager gazes of otherworldly residents. Jomly